Welcome. Who's first time in here? Good. All right. Who has just walked by before? Good. All right. So this room was actually opened in last June using the EDGE funding that we earned from government, and of course, and also in addition to government fund, we kind of fundraise. We raised some funds from the private sector, and that's how this room is possible. And before, this was just ordinary meeting room. So yeah, we spent a lot of money on this. And oh yeah, good. Yeah, it's cool. Yep. It's really, was that how much? Yes, literally a lot. But I think we're really lucky that we had some private companies supporting this, and so it's happening. And this room, before I get into the instructions, so this part of the room is called lounge. So this is like an EDGE lounge, and the other part is more of a lab. Okay, and then of course the lab is equipped with some 3D printers, the laser cutters, and a T-shirt printer, and programmable sewing machine, and some other things. Like for example, like a Apple computer with keyboards and microphones and headset, and so that you can do some visual and audio editing and things like that. And here all the Macs are coming with what is it? The Final Cut Pro, which is you can video editing and some other things too. So basically, these are all accessible for you. Okay, we're not giving out keys, but still, if you want to use it, that's fine. And of course, not the main intention is for your project-based learning. So when we select about 16 students to do their project-based learning, this is the room you can hang out and you can do whatever you need to do. Okay, and so today we're going to do the prototyping and testing for today. So how do I do this? Okay, let's pass it around. Yeah, sure. Okay. And just everyone take one, pass it around. Oh, that's two. So you mean that package? So maybe to the good. So okay, don't get me wrong, but I need to say this in the front. I am not, or we are not going to teach you how to do 3D printing. Okay, that's not the point. Okay, that's why this part of the lecture is not called, digital fabrication. All right. So I want you to be exposed to the concept of prototyping testing. So that's the whole point. If you want to learn digital fabrication, go to Shibuya, go to Fab Cafe, and then you can learn. Okay, or go anywhere. You can learn that for free. I don't care. Okay, if you are able to use it for today, go ahead and use whatever you need to use. Okay, but if you don't know how to use it, don't try to learn it today, because this is not a place for you to learn that. You can learn that somewhere else, or here later, not in this hour. Okay, so again, we're not going to teach you how to do digital fabrication. If you want to learn that, I think our TAs are willing to help you while outside of the lecture. All right. So that's not the point. So here's an instruction. So do you have an awesome name now? Okay, you're still working on it, that's good. But later today, I'll ask you. I'll ask each team to present your name. So make sure you think about it. Okay. So this is the context. This is important. All right. This is what you will be prototyping. You are a team to design a value-providing solution around the desk for following person and condition. Okay? So basically, you're building something. Not building. Maybe you will be coding, or I don't know. Up to you. Alright? For this kind of person in this kind of context. Alright? He or she is trying to read an article written in foreign language. Okay? I don't know what language, but foreign to you. All of you. Okay? she sometimes wants to highlight, the marker. Highlight the article with multiple markers. So, okay. I'll give you this to each team. So, highlighters like this, alright? And she sometimes wants to look up in Google and write notes on Evernote with the laptop sitting in front of him or her. So basically, let's say, okay, you're my model. Okay? No, it's okay. I want your laptop open. Here. So, here. You have one more color. This is the person you want to design for. Okay? Somebody in front of a computer, you've probably done this before, right? You're in front of a computer, you have something that's printed out, and you're trying to read this. It's foreign language. Okay? And you want to, highlight some of the parts of your document. Okay? Can you imagine? Good. All right. And you want to provide some value to this person. All right. So your providing value can be some kind of pain reliever for this person. I want to say okay. Some kind of pain reliever or some kind of gain creator, or their combination, or several mixes of these. That's fine. It's up to you. But I would say keep it simple. All right, keep it simple because today it's not about the how cool your solution is, but I want you to try to experience, do while thinking, think while doing, and you create, build to think, and test to learn. I want you to try to experience that. All right, so try to create value like that. All right, and then you can imagine someone like me. All right, me. Okay, Kane as your target. Always busy. Let's see, you get my emails at midnight. Usually me. Not a student, maybe a professional. Okay, because think about somebody who's a professional and busy and tries to do this. And reading foreign language article is not so much of a problem, but still not a piece of cake. Okay, so imagine somebody like that. Also works late at night. Okay, good at computers and gadgets, other gadgets like smartphone and things like that. So this is somebody that you should have in your mind. And I meant this to be you, almost. Right? Somebody in your team is exactly like this or similar. So try to design for that person, okay? Or you can always ask me as a reference. I'm pretty sure most of you can relate, okay? Yeah. I'm not gonna ask you, but if you're not like this, then you're not doing anything almost. If you're either student or professional or whatever, then you probably can relate to this. Okay, good. So have this in your mind. This is what you're designing for, students. Okay. So prototyping testing exercise. Things to do, but not necessarily in this order. Alright, don't get it wrong. But these are things you probably need to be doing. So if you have no idea where to start, try to follow this, but not necessarily in this order. Alright? Identify values you are going to create. Alright? So are you going to do a pain relief thing, or are you going to do a gain creation thing, or any combination of those? So, okay, I'm going to explain because if you have no idea where to go, what to start, then try to follow this. Not necessarily in this order, linear order, but I will explain in a linear order. And then you can start to identify questions. For example, so, okay, of course you need to have some kind of idea, what you're going to do. Then you start asking, do my users appreciate this? Do my users actually try to carry around this? Or, things like that. Try to identify some questions that you might have for your team, yourself. And then identify how to test. Right? Remember the article that we referred to in the morning? So you want to think about how you might test before you start to think about prototyping. So how you might test. With who? Maybe yourself, your team. Maybe you can ask some other team to help you. That's up to you. Alright? Or maybe not me, because then people will start asking me to do it. So that's not fun. Maybe the other team, you can just, borrow somebody on the other team. Or you can, recruit somebody on the street. I don't know. Recruit the right one. You don't want to get the person, the weird person. So what to bring, what to record, how to do, and things like this. All right, so that's you trying to think about testing and identify what to build. Functional, non-functional. How are you going to give an experience, or are you just, provide him or her with just the feelings of your solution? Up to you. It depends on what, how much capable your team is. Okay? And you build, right? With what? And to what extent? To what quality level we're talking about. And you do testing. And you ask what? You record what? So this is a very basic to-do list. Almost. You can skip, of course, but this is almost like a to-do list. But don't forget to iterate. Okay? You go this maybe once or twice or 3 times around. Alright? Easy enough? Yeah? Okay, good. And here's a few things about iteration. It is not about continuous improvement of your design. Okay? I'm saying don't do this. Okay? So for example, this is a bad example. Alright? You have a design A prototype, 3D printed. You have A dash, that's a little bit improvement, okay? And then of course there's testing in between, right? But this is not an iteration that I'm talking about. Okay? You may not now, but I'm pretty sure I'll see somebody doing this. Okay, don't go in this direction. This is not what I am asking you to do. Instead, this is more of a little bit of a different visualization. So when you're iterating, you obtain insights from building and testing, and your iteration proceeds. All right. So by building and testing, you'll get some insights, and your design changes, and your creation measures, so how to create may change as well. So for example, you may start from design A prototype using some papers. Okay, and then you do some little testing, and then you may go to design A dash, but at the same time you have a different idea. Design B, very different. Now this time with a cardboard. Okay, this is how you may evolve or revolve. Okay, you can have multiple designs in the beginning. It's just a simplification. All right, and then you can say, okay, I'm killing design A because you just learned by testing it doesn't work. So you decide to stick with design B, but design B you're looking around, poking different areas, and then you find design C and design AA. Okay, so that's the type of prototyping and testing I want you to try to do. All right, so don't just try to dig a deeper hole. No. All right, try to explore. Not digging, but explore, all right? Explore. Then you may end up changing the measures of prototyping. For example, paper. So first prototype was paper. Then you're a little more confident, or you found out, hey, let's do this with a cardboard. It's better. Okay? And then you can move into, okay, now we're a little bit more confident, so why don't we do 3D printing? Okay? Why do you not want to start from the 3D printing in the beginning? Because it's time consuming, right? To do 3D printing, you need to have a 3D model, and then you need to wait for a while, right? Even though if it's small. Of course you can do it if you know what you're doing. I'm not prohibiting anything, but you want to plan yourself because you only have a limited time. The most precious resource is the time. So, okay? So, and hacked product. So I'm going to talk about this, but can you look the table right there? So those are the products that I bought from the shop yesterday. Yeah, a bunch of things, okay? So you can hack that. So you can basically use it, break it, take apart, whatever, so that you can use it as a part of your design, or, I don't know, get inspiration or whatever. So that thing you can use it, okay? And if you really in need of something in Gakuen shop or somewhere, we can purchase, okay, for you today. So if you really think you need something, ask me, okay? I can allow 3,000 yen per key. But I'm not asking you to spend it, okay? Okay? So I have that budget, but budget, if you think you need to purchase something, I don't think you're in a good shape. I mean, do whatever you see around here. And I have Asada-kun, the cardboard, danboard. Yes, that's all yours.
Wow.
Yes. Precious cardboard. I have a bunch of those. Yeah, I can get more if you want. Okay. So try to imagine the iteration like this. Okay. Don't do this. But I know many Asian people tend to go this direction. You start from here. You try to pursue the mastery of this design. Don't. Okay. I was that kind of engineer before. So, but try to expand your solution space, okay? Expand, not deep diving, but try to expand. Okay, and this is very important, okay? After you have your awesome team name, I think this is the second thing you should do. Understand your team's capability of building, making stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about how to digital fabricate. All right, and don't forget, this is a part of entrepreneurial mindset. All right, so you have a team. You need to understand what capability your team has. All right, if you see the substantial lack in the capability, go find somebody with the capability. Purchase him or her. I don't know. Recruit him or her. Yes, buy your TA's time, or I don't know. Okay. You're an entrepreneur. You find out how to do it. If you see any lack in your capability. But if I were you, I would try to do within your capability. Try to think what might be possible today with your capability. So it's always I, okay? So don't think that someone can come and help you. In the future, of course, you can buy some engineers. Hire some engineers to do it for you. But today, it's about your team. So talk with your team and find out what your team can do today or now. Okay, that's why I kind of distributed some professionals or some biased people, right? Yeah, that's all you got is biased people, not the professional or not the helper. Okay, just biased people with some experience. And don't spend a lot of time learning a new technique today. All right, I don't want to see you trying to learn how to click things. Okay, but like for example, 3D CAD modeling. We have 3D CADs, we have 3D printers. So if you find anybody in your team who's capable of that, yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. If you don't see it, it doesn't mean you have a disadvantage. It means you need to live around with it. Okay, so don't spend a lot of time. All right, or maybe I should say this. Start from what you can do, and when you think it's necessary, you need to make a decision to invest your most precious resource, time. Okay? Okay, while you're prototyping, if you find out, okay, we are 3D printing, then invest. But it's your decision. It's your call. I may see whole team trying to learn how to click. That's okay for me, but I don't know if you're a real team of entrepreneurs, then I don't think that's a good decision unless you know what you're doing. Yeah? So if you decide to go and learn how to do 3D printing or how to do 3D CAD modeling, that's fine. RTAs can help you. But that's your decision call. Alright? So we have TAs to support your prototyping with digital fabrication tools. So TAs, raise your hand. Okay? And, okay, I have TAs. Okay. Tsuyo-kun, I want to see your hand. Okay. Tsuyoshi, he is really good at all the tools. He's an expert. Where is Sue?
Sue.
Where's Sue? Sue, she's hiding, but she's also good. Okay, Sue, I don't want to see your face. Okay, that lady who's sitting, and Tsuyoshi. Tsuyo-kun, I want your. Okay, these two are really good at all the tools. Alright? And then, where is other TAs? TAs of 2015. Okay. These TAs are okay with some tools. Okay? Yeah, so, and you can probably ask them how to do things too. Alright? And of course you can ask me. I think more on 3D CAD modeling is my thing. So, you can, yeah, ask them if you want to go for digital fabrication. You can walk around and find out what we have. Basically 3D printers, different kinds, and we have the laser cutters. I think these two are fast, and it will create some shape for you. Okay, and we have some like bandsaw or some like drilling tools and things like that. If you want to go in that direction, fine. We have shop bot. We can go. You can chop off the wood piece. So, and we have a sewing machine. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. We have a T-shirt printer. So, well, you may be laughing, but I don't know. You might be designing a campaign to do something. So I'm not just asking you to go for a tangible product or tangible anything, but you can of course go for a service design as well. It depends on whatever you're thinking. Okay? So, okay, record your prototyping process and your design evolution and revolution. Record your testing activity and result. Don't forget to record your findings and insights. Okay? So upstairs, you can use the upstairs, you can use the downstairs. So you can use the post-it notes and then the whiteboard papers as usual. All right? And then try to visually organize above information as you proceed. Because since this is a learning process, I want you to try to visually organize the process, and so that you can look back later. Right? So, for example, on a whiteboard paper with post-it notes, that's just fine. You don't have to have a pretty PowerPoint. And use your smartphone for pictures and movies. That's okay. And we have some digital cameras and video cameras that you can use. So let me show you. We have stuff that we can lend you here. Okay? Digital scissors. No, it's a scissors. And we have like video cameras. We have this thing that, like lad, if you want to use that, 4K. And we have Surface, and we have laptop. If you want to go for that, laptop comes with SPSS. Who understand that? Good. If you don't have to. But if you want to go in that direction for prototyping, that's fine. Okay, business model prototyping, that's okay. I never said it should be tangible. I never said it should be a product. Okay, it could be service, business model, campaign, whatever. But what I want you to try to do is do while thinking and think while doing. Experience. All right? Good. So you can use that, and you can use all the computers here and all the things here. Okay, and all the materials there. All right. So here's the schedule. Until 1:30, I'll give you time, or maybe we have 2 hours. Okay. At 1:30, you have 2 minutes presentation from each team on what was learned from prototyping and testing so far. Okay? And 3:30, you will do that again. Okay? And at 5, we'll have a 2-minute presentation how your solution can provide a value to your target. Okay? That's how much time you have. So you need to think. If you start learning 3D printing today now, well, I don't know. You'll probably say, okay, we're still in the process of how to learn how to click. Right? So yeah. You need to think about that. So limited resource, limited team capability, so you need to kind of design your whole process. Alright? Understood? Good? So, okay, are you close to with your team right now? Not yet? Not? Sort of? So I'll give you this. Well, just pick up 2. Here. 2 per team. There are different types. This is highlight. Markers. This is something you're kind of designing around. There are 2 kinds. Okay? Good? Yes? And then, if you want to use the printer with your laptop, you can. You can hook up to the network here. The network says Keio Edge blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah. Yeah, there are different versions. It's all hooked up to the printer, right? Yeah.
The NGB 11, something like that.
Yeah.
For
There's
printer,
only one?
yeah, there is only one for printer, so
Oh, 11 NGB.
yeah, right.
11 NGB, yeah.
Right.
Okay. So Keio Edge underscore 11 NGB or 11 ABC. Yeah, ACNA or so there's Keio Edge. Keio Edge 2, 3, and Keio Edge. So go for plain Keio Edge Wi-Fi SSID. Then you'll be able to print. So if you want to print, just ask some TAs. Okay? And you can print right here. That's free. Okay? And you can use the computers, but we have a limited number of computers here set. But I'm pretty sure you have on your all computers. And if you want to use some other equipment, ask TAs. And we need your name because I don't want anybody to be stealing anything. Alright? So we'll just get your name. Alright? Alright, any questions? Good? Excited? You're like already trying to start playing, right? Okay, before I let you go, for one example. あ、テープ持ってくるの忘れた。テープあったっけ？普通のテープ。まあいいや、上から持ってこよう。Okay, so one example I was thinking last night was, okay, I want to, maybe I can come up with some marker holder. Okay, so marker holder, I'm not going to start building marker holder, of course. Instead, I'll just start doing this. Because this will just do the job for me. Right? Oh, okay, so, kind of works. Kind of works. It's okay. But I would probably hate it if it doesn't show. Right? So this is something I can learn in 3 seconds. Yeah? So this is the prototype that I'm talking about. Alright? Don't try to build a robot for this. But I know some of you are kind of already thinking about the circuit boards. No, this is the level of prototyping I'm talking about. Alright? But this doesn't give me, an essential function. I can't take it off. So maybe I'll probably try to build a new one. That's so that I can take this off. Alright? And of course there's a different version I can think of. Maybe I can think of the lefty version. Yeah? So, okay, I got 2. Alright? Then it comes in my mind, maybe it's better if I do it here. So it doesn't matter if I'm left-handed or right-handed. So now I got an insight that, hey, maybe this is better place to put it. Okay? But it sucks when it carries, when you carry it around. This thing I just learned by doing, not thinking. Okay? So this is the level that I'm kind of asking you to do. Alright? And then as you do and learn, try to write them down. You'll just forget it. Or, have somebody record. We have a small digital camera, about, 10 of them. So you can take it away. Or I'm pretty sure your smartphone is better because it's easy. And we have a bunch of USBs if you want to borrow them. We have cables and you can use that. Okay? So, but that's the level of prototyping that I'm kind of, asking. And of course, it doesn't have to be tangible. It can be like a video or something. Okay?
Just an example, this would be the game creator?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. I was thinking pain reliever because, I always look for my pen because this is another thing. If I go to my desk is a chaos. I always look for my pen. So like I said, in the real context is quite important. If you do it in this room, then it might look like I'm just a game creator. But in my real situation, my case, that my room is a mess or that my table is a mess, I always look for a pen. So I want to, have my pen visible. So in my case, I had it in my mind it's a pain reliever. I wanted to reduce the time to look for it. but it depends. Okay? So I think it's nice if you see yourself as a you know, this type of person you're designing for, I guess. So yeah, then you can probably empathize better. Right? So it's all about, you know, don't forget human-centered design, right? You want to empathize the guy or lady that you're kind of designing for, all right? And you want to look into the multiple perspective, not just functionality, right? Maybe the value flow if you are a little more in the intangible solution. You can be doing this service, you can be doing the product. You can be doing software as well if you have a great software engineer in your team. That's okay. But give me some value creation or give me some value. Yeah, please provide a value to a person like this. Any other question? Ready to go? So come back here at 1:30. 1:30. All right? Go. Dismissed.
Let's go.